Yo, what's good, Snkrlog? It's your boy Kanye checking in with the new sneaker review, new video. Today I got one of those pickups that I said I've been sitting on for a minute. Just hadn't got around to doing a video, I guess. My apologies, but I figured I'd take some time out and shoot this video for you guys. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm sure you guys seen these already all over the place. This was one of the anticipated releases for me this year simply because just, like a lot of my sneakers takes me back to childhood. I remember when these came out. Actually got a little funny story to share with you guys, but I'll do that after the review. So, you guys know these are the Air Jordan Retro 8s in its original colorway, better known as the Bugs Bunny 8s. Bugs Bunny, why you say? I mean, I'm sure everyone knows by now, but if you remember back when the ad campaign was going on, Jordan used to have like Bugs Bunny in a couple of his campaigns, and when these were coming out, I think they used to play ball against each other or something, and Bugs was wearing these, so that's how you get the name Bugs Bunny 8s. It goes back to a lot of people's memory, you know what I'm saying? It takes people back to when, it's funny, you look on the TV now, but Looney Tunes ain't even relevant no more, you know what I'm saying? When you remember how, this pretty much is how the relationship with Michael Jordan and Looney Tunes, I think they had like a 3-year run, like the campaign or whatever. They even filmed a movie together, Space Jam. So, that's how the whole nickname came with the Bugs Bunny 8s, because, the older sneakerheads remember when, with the ad campaign for these. So, a little short review. These sneakers, just give you guys a look, point out some of the features that I really like on the sneaker. For one, I like the straps. See, you got the 23 embossed right there in the middle. I think that's pretty cool, very innovative to put on a basketball sneaker. I do remember there was a pair of sneakers, I think it was the Air Raids that had straps on them. I can't remember exactly if they were basketball sneakers. I think they were. I don't even remember if they came out before these. I think they came out around the same time, but I can't remember which one actually came out first. I want to say the Air Raids came out first, but don't quote me. I always thought those were cool too when I was little. I actually still want a pair of those. So Nike, if you're watching, you guys need to re-release those Air Raids, man. That's a special request from myself. Yeah, but I really like the straps on these because I thought that was dope how they did it. Just very innovative. Jordans were always kind of like that, You see the little perforations on the side on the leather. One thing I do like about this sneaker also, you see up on the tongue, got that little fuzzy right there. I thought that was pretty cool how they did that because it kind of, when you look at it, it looks like a peace sign with the Jordan, with the Jumpman in the middle of it. I thought that was pretty dope. I guess when I see this, it kind of reminds me of the 90s, you know what I'm saying? People used to wear those peace signs, those big peace signs and stuff like that, in the clothes, you know what I mean? Like cross colors and different designers and stuff like that. It just takes me back to that era. You guys a look at the back. It's got gray kind of suede back there on the side. Looks pretty much the same. I like this design too that's on the sneaker. It's just, I don't really know how to explain it. It kind of looks like paint, but like I said, it just takes me back to that era. You know what I mean? Where stuff was like, it was just a little different. You know what I'm saying? It was more about art. A lot of the fashion designers were, kind of doing things with colors and stuff at that point in time, and it just reminds me of that era. And you got on the bottom, because the sole, you still got that little design that gray, red, white, and black, and the Jumpman right there. So just a little quick review, man, just to show you guys the sneaker, give you guys a look at it. Cool thing that Jordan Brand did with this is brought back the retro card. I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't really understand why they stopped doing it in the first place, but I thought it was cool they did it on these. Yeah, that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the sneaker. It's not really one of my favorite sneakers, so to say. I mean, I do like the 8s. I do like this colorway and, you know, and all that, but I'm not going to say the sneaker really cracks my top 10 or nothing like that as far as Jordans go. But that doesn't, you know, it's still one of those sneakers that I like, you know what I'm saying? The story that I want to share with you guys was when I was a kid. This is why it's kind of significant, why I wanted to get a pair. When I was a kid, I remember there was a time when we were in the mall one day. It was me, my uncle, my nephew, and my old man. We were just in the mall. He just happened to be in the mall. And my uncle, he had these on his feet, you know what I'm saying? And my little nephew, he had them too. And he, you know, so my uncle was like, yo, you know, what you want for Christmas? You know what I'm saying? It was around Christmas time. It was December. And, you know, me, I didn't really know what to ask for, you know what I mean? He was like, you want a pair of Jordans? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, he was like, he wanted to get me these Jordans. These were the Jordans that were out, you know what I'm saying? I want to say these may have came out like in November or like December. But you see the difference with back then than now, you know, it wasn't like you had to be, you know what I'm saying, you had to, Jordans could have came out like weeks ago and you can go in the mall, in the shoe store and pick them up, you know what I'm saying, it would still be there, you know what I'm saying, not saying people wasn't buying them, but, you know, it wasn't just the frenzy that it is now, you know what I'm saying, certain people wore Jordans, you know what I mean, it wasn't like everybody wore Jordans and you didn't have to camp out and crap like that, you could actually go to a sneaker store and pick up some Jordans like later down the line, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I couldn't even tell you when they released. I want to say it was November, or it could have been December. But, you know, he was like, you know, I'll get you the Jordans, you know what I'm saying, you want some Jordans? And I was like, in my head, I was kind of like, I mean, Jordans is cool, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying, I like these when I was, you know what I'm saying, I was like in elementary school. I remember, you know, Jordans were the thing. If you had a pair of Jordans, you know what I'm saying, you was a man, you know what I mean? Especially these were like, you know, these were one of those game changers, kind of in a sense. And, you know, I admired Jordans, you know what I mean? But it wasn't a big deal for me back then to have a pair because I used to see people with them. You know, I know if I had a pair, then my popularity would probably had been at all-time highs, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really a big deal for me. I never asked my parents for a pair. Never felt like I had to have a pair, you know what I'm saying? That Christmas I actually knew I was getting a Super Nintendo. That was the same year that Super Nintendo came out. And I knew I was getting a Super Nintendo. So I actually wanted a video game, Street Fighter 2, because Street Fighter 2 was my favorite arcade game at that time. And it was coming out on Super Nintendo, if you my older audience remember. And I was like, you know, he wanted to give me a pair of Jordans. I want a video game. So I told him I want this video game, Street Fighter 2. And I figured since, you know, because Jordans were expensive, I think they were like, in my size back then, they were like $69.99. That was pretty expensive back then. And the video game was like $69.99, like $70. So I figured if he was gonna buy me those, he would buy me these too. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. And you know, he got me the game, but I could tell when, you know, he was like, "You sure you want a video game?" You know what I'm saying? You don't want a Jordans? Like, he probably thought I was crazy. Like, what kid turns down a pair of Jordans? You know what I mean? Who turns down Jordans? But you know, and it's crazy because this would have been my first pair of Jordans at the time. So, you know, and I never got a pair of these. You know, I know they released at least once before. I missed that release, and you know, the closest I ever came to getting a pair of those Bugs Bunnies again were these. I know y'all finna laugh. These are the I guess the Air Force One Air Jordan 8. I know you guys, a lot of people hate these sneakers. They didn't really get a lot of love from the sneaker community. I really actually liked some of the Fusions. These were a pair that I liked. I got these from the mall when they came out. I know recently T.O. Ricks 72. If you don't know who that is, you should check out some of his videos. I know he recently copped a pair of these, dead stock. You know what I'm saying? So he liked them. You know, me, I wasn't really. I know a lot of people were hating on them, the Fusions, whatever. But I'm one of those people. Like I always say, I cop what I like, not what is hype. You know what I'm saying? So I got these when they came out. I liked them. So yeah, but that's the closest I came to getting a pair of these Air Jordan 8s. So I know when pictures surfaced that these were coming out, I was like, I'm going to get me a pair. And that's the little story I got for these. So that's all I got, man. Thanks for checking out the video. As always, if this is your first time viewing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also share the videos with your friends. And I appreciate the support. As always, leave me a comment down in the comment box if you like these. If you were able to get your hands on a pair on the release, shouldn't have been too difficult if you were actually trying to get them. But yeah, leave me a comment down in the comment box. Let me know how you like your pair, or if you even got a little story behind it, like myself. But as always, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Always remember, copy what you like, not what they hype. Until next time, stay up. Peace.